Hello, on to week 17 of matches in the A League in Australia there. Hopefully the sound quality is a lot better this time. Got the headphones plugged in. It's still making a bit of noise, so I might get that fixed. So last week's matches saw my Wellington Phoenix sides defeating Newcastle Jets 2-1. All 3 goals scored in the second half, with Soterio in the 53rd minute for Wellington getting on the through ball and around the back. And then Aoyo for Newcastle Jets equalised in the 66th minute. And then De Villiers 3 minutes later for the Wellington Phoenix get on the end of a deflection to end up winning the game. And Newcastle Jets controlling the game for the most part. Point blank save at the end to deny them a draw after the match there. So our goalkeeper there was brilliant. 28-12 shots for Newcastle, 7-4 on target as well. That's the Wellington Phoenix crucially back to winning ways. Melbourne victory lost to Sydney 3-0. Both Lapondra, Barbaroustas, and Bowen Jowen on the score sheet. There was 2 red cards right at the end of the game, with Watson in the 94th minute for Melbourne victory, and Bowen Jowen in the 95th minute. 19-10 shots for Melbourne victory, 8-5 on target as well. Had Brisbane War with a 1-0 victory over the Central Coast. Late goal in the game with Koi 1 in the 86th minute. As Central Coast just doesn't keep clean sheets. Only 1 in like 40 or something ridiculous like that. 18-10 shots for Central Coast, 3-2 well for Brisbane War. Melbourne City and Perth Glory played at a 0-0 draw. 17-6 shots for Melbourne City, 3 each on target as well. And the game of the round was the final game, with Adelaide defeating Western United 4-3. What a thrilling game that was. Mostly in the first 18 minutes of the match, with Milianusic for Adelaide scoring a brace 9th minute and 15th minute, in between Bawisha equalising for Western United in the 12th minute, and McGuee scoring for Adelaide in the 18th minute. So there was a goal every 3 minutes from the 9th to 18th. And then Bawisha in the 43rd minute closed that gap again there for 3-2, and the 54th minute made it 3-3 before Adelaide ended up getting the victory with Constantinopoulos in the 79th minute. 27-10 shots for Adelaide, 6-4 on target as well too for that game. And how I got on with those matches, I only managed to get 2 games correct out of 5, with my Wellington Phoenix team winning, and Sydney defeating Melbourne victory as well too. I went for a draw between Central Coast and Brisbane. Wasn't too far off, with Brisbane getting that late goal. Melbourne City and Perth Glory went for Perth to carry on winning, and I went Western United instead of Adelaide in the 7-goal thriller. So on to week 17 of matches now. Go through the head-to-head records, and then I'll give you the odds of the games, and then my score predictions for each of the following matches. So first up, got Sydney against Brisbane War. 16 wins for Brisbane, 13 wins for Sydney, and 13 draws. 5 wins for Sydney and 2 wins for Brisbane in the last 7 games. Sydney favourites for this game at $1.45, $4.20 for the draw, $6 for Brisbane. And have a look on the table. Sydney, top of the table by quite some margin, with 12 wins, a draw and a defeat in their 14 games, 4 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches, 10-point lead over Melbourne City in second spots, and got a game in hand there. So looks like they're going to run away with it. Meanwhile, Brisbane War, 3 wins and 2 draws in their past 5 matches. a whopping 18 points back of Sydney in the 7th spot. So for this game here, got to go for Sydney at home. Going to go for a 4-1 victory for Sydney. Next up, got Newcastle Jets against Western United. Just the one game, and there was a victory for Newcastle Jets there, a 1-0 victory, with Western United being the new team introduced for the season for the A-League to make it 11 teams. So for this game here, Newcastle Jets at home at the favourites at $2.25, $3.20 for the draw, $3 for Western United. On the table currently, Newcastle Jets are rock bottom in the 11th spots, losing their past 4 games and a draw before that, and just the 2 victories in their 14 games so far the season. Meanwhile, Western United are in at 6 spots, 1 win and a draw to go along with 3 defeats in their past 5 games. 20 points so far this season, 11 points ahead of Newcastle Jets, but have played a game more. I'm going to go for Western United to get a narrow victory on this game here. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory for Western United. Next up, got Adelaide United against Melbourne City. 12 wins for Adelaide, 11 victories for Melbourne, and 8 draws. Adelaide unbeaten 4 of the past 5 matches, with 2 wins and 2 draws. Odds for this match, 2.50 for Adelaide, 3.30 for the draw, 2.60 for Melbourne City. On the table, Adelaide find themselves in 5th spots, 2 wins and 3 defeats in their past 5 matches. While for Melbourne City in 2nd spot, 2 wins and 2 draws in their past 4 games there. And 2nd spot, 6 points ahead of Adelaide, but have played a game more. And Adelaide United, the only team that hasn't drawn a match all season. So for this game here, what have I gone for? I've gone for Melbourne City to get a 2-1 victory. Next up, got Perth Glory against Melbourne Victory. 19 wins for Victory, 17 wins for Perth, and 8 draws. Past 6 games, 3 wins for Victory, and past 3 before that, it was 3 wins for Perth. So odds for this game, Perth Glory are the favourites at home at $1.57, $3.75 for the draw, $5 for Melbourne Victory. And on the table currently, Perth Glory are in 3rd, 4 wins and a draw in their past 5 games. While for Melbourne Victory in 8 spots, 2 wins, 3 defeats in their past 5 games, only winning 4 games out of the 15 matches this season. So, can Melbourne Victory get a victory? I'm going to go no yet again. Going to go for a 1-1 draw on this game here. And last up, got Central Coast Mariners against Western Sydney. 12 wins for Western Sydney, 6 wins for Central Coast, and 6 draws. Western Sydney unbeaten 6 of the last 7 games, 5 wins and a draw. Odds for this game at 2.70 for Central Coast, 3.40 for the draw, 2.40 for Western Sydney. On the table, Central Coast are in 10th spots, 1 win and 4 defeats in their past 5 games. While for Western Sydney, they find themselves in 9th spots, 1 win, 1 draw in their past 5 games. So not looking too great for either side there. And I'm going to go for Western Sydney to get this victory here. Going to go for a 3-1 score. To conclude this week's predictions in the A-League season, feel free to leave your thoughts, predictions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and comment below anything else you want to discuss from this week's matches. And I better go and sort out that dog.